What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon, and today I want to bring you guys a more informative video about the insight of, what exactly is happening in the Pokemon card market, and actually what I'm thinking is happening in the Pokemon card market. So I here bring you some insight about the recovery after the pandemic. So apparently I was watching a lot of videos on YouTube talking about finance and, economy, how things change and how things will change. They've mentioned about, a lot of videos on how the, world, how the economy is going to recover. Is it a V-shaped curve, or is it a U-shaped curve, or is it like a W-shaped curve? There's many of these letters that they put in. So I was actually watching one of them. They mentioned the concept of a K-shaped curve, which is that the rich people will get richer from this pandemic and the less well-off will get more poor in the course of the pandemic, or in the recovery phase of the pandemic. Now that got me to thinking, maybe that is the reason why there's so much hype in Pokemon cards. And I mean, a lot of people are telling me that, hey, collect Pokemon, it's not just Pokemon. I mean, it's like Magic the Gathering, we see a lot of them, sports cards, we see a lot of them. And, even, any sort of collectible stuff, people are chasing, people are collecting. Maybe even Digimon, Digidevice, people are still collecting. Well, here's the thing. I do believe that, yeah, they all grow, but Pokemon has been, quite strong in the growth, and we are not seeing any sort of retrace, or we're hardly seeing retracing in the market. Especially Japanese promo cards, Mario Pikachu, still going up, still growing strong. The Scream Pikachu set, still going up, still growing strong. And it's not just those. I mean, Cosmic Eclipse, a modern period card, is still holding its ground at around $160 per booster box. Champion's Path still being hyped up before release. It's almost double or more than double its MSRP before even it is released. Why? Why are all these things happening? Well, here is the thing. The reason is because Pokemon card has already been diverged into two groups of market. We have the vintage market, which, the people just have so much money, they can flip the vintage product, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 80,000, $100,000 cards or boxes every day. Whereas you have these little modern Timmies, like me and most of you, I would assume, we are just, hopefully we'll get something on pre-order. Hopefully we can, get that thing we want to open or sell it or flip it, or, something along that line. Now the question is, why there is so large, why is there a large group of these vintage collectors? Because Collect Pokemon did say that the higher the end the product is, the more difficult, the less liquid it is, because people don't have that disposable income of $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. Just throw it into cards. Well, it's true. I mean, for me, for most people, we don't. But for those vintage collectors, that has been diverged in this Pokemon card market does. And why I think they do is because of the K-shaped economy. Those guys are often very established, and not just established in the Pokemon card collectible market, they're established, in society. And I think that, they have money. They made money, they benefited from a lot of the, stocks and everything that have happened. And, they may be business owner, larger business owner, or they may have, some interest in big businesses. So that is why they have more disposable income, after the pandemics or during this pandemic. I mean, I'm not hating them, don't get me wrong. I mean, this video is not to spark hate on class difference or whatever. Basically, this video is to explain why the market of Pokemon is behaving in this way and how it is likely to function and move forward. Now here's the thing, the high rolling people that has benefited from or profited or did better off after the pandemic actually have more disposable income. It could be from stock and everything else, but where are they going to spend those disposable income? These guys are educated. I mean, they're not like not educated people. So they know that they have to reinvest. They know they want to reinvest. And knowing the volatility of the stock market right now, knowing the volatility in the housing market right now, where do you think they'll dump the money? Where do you think they would use that money to do? They would use that money to buy collectibles. They'll suck in the collectibles and hopefully at least, make sure that it goes up with inflation. This is sucking it down without releasing it. So that naturally would dry up the supply of a lot of vintage product, boosting the price up. So I'm still talking about this group of people. And, what is going to happen next is that, basically they're going to hold on for it for a while, and they are not the people that needs cash. And when they don't need cash, those products will slowly disappear for a very, very long time. Now the question is, why not other products? Why not Magic the Gathering? Why not sports card? Why Pokemon? I mean, those guys could easily invest in other collectibles, but why Pokemon? Well, here's the thing. I mean, as much as I am a Pokemon fan, I think Pokemon is a much more stable product. And it's the product that requires the least research. I mean, coming back into the Pokemon card market for me, I did a lot of research. I did look at a lot of vintage product, modern product, how products are being released, what kind of products are likely to be, going up in price, and, which one is a better investment. Those are much easier to tell. And I can sum it up in like 2 sentences. Charizard, well, 2 words. Charizard and Pikachu and trophy cards and promos, right? So basically for 4 words. So these are the cards that people chase. Magic the Gathering is a much more difficult and complicated market with reserve lists, with common and uncommon. And sometimes if you don't know it, you can't even tell which one's common and uncommon unless you look it up. Whereas Pokemon, there's a star, that's a rare card. There's a circle, that's a common card. There's a diamond, that's an uncommon card. You can easily learn, this market. And for sports market, you need to really learn, which guy is playing good. Which year was him in rookie? When was the rookie card released? There is just so much depth and complication in learning all the other collectibles. I'm not saying Pokemon is very easy to master, but I think it's easy to learn, difficult to master. But still, that is why, they're investing all their money, or a lot of the money, in Pokemon, because it's something that is easy to understand, something that is easy to learn, and something that they're more confident in. And that's why I think that, the high rolling guys, what they're going to do is they're just going to buy up all the vintage. And those vintage products will be, out of the reach for most little Timmies that plays with modern cards. Now, how does it affect modern then? You're saying collect Pokemon. You said those guys are from vintage. Yeah, I did say those guys are from vintage. But what about the modern? Well, here's the thing. Remember that K-shaped curve I mentioned at the beginning? The rich gets richer, the poor gets more poor. And when people are not having a lot of money, they're likely to take, some people are likely to take more risk. I mean, to be very honest, is it a risk? Is it a risk to pre-order Champion's Path? Do you guys think, is there any risk in pre-ordering Champion's Path at MSRP? What is the risk? The risk is only there if you lose your PayPal transaction fees. That's pretty much it. I mean, what are they going to do? The stores are going to tell you that they don't have stock. They're going to refund you. I highly doubt that they'll run away with your money. They'll just refund you the money. So at the end of the day, you have absolutely no risk in pre-ordering. And when you have no risk in pre-ordering, you pre-order. And when everyone have no risk in pre-ordering, what do? They all pre-order. That will be the reason why there's such a shortage of products. Not just because Pokemon might be printing less, maybe, we don't know that. But we definitely know that people are ordering like crazy. They are going all in, they just order it, and if things doesn't turn out, they get refund anyway. So that is some concepts that a lot of people are having, and that drives the demand up, and that drives the price up, and that causes people to likely to invest again because there is no cost. It's not like you buy a new product and that new product is likely to drop in price. I mean, maybe Magic the Gathering, maybe if you buy a collector's edition box, you might pre-order for $250, it might drop down to $230, $210, $200. If you pre-order a Champions Path Elite Trainer box or any box, you can break out, sell the packs for $7, $6, easy, every day. So that's the thing. A lot of the modern Pokemon product has been so hyped up that, there is simply no risk or no perception of risk. But I do want to remind you, you have to really be careful. These little Timmies who are buying all the products, modern products, thinking that is only gain, there's no loss, there's no risk. That's what you think, but there is a risk. What if that one product crash? What if that one product is Roaring Skies? What if that one product is, I don't know, Crimson Invasion? There is a slight chance, not a lot, I'm not saying that there must be, there is still a slight chance that will happen. And there is also a slight chance that suddenly no one is taking those cards up in the market. So that's why, don't sit on. I mean, if you're pre-ordering 1-2 box, I don't think it will hurt you. But I'm seeing people pre-ordering 10, 20, one whole case, 2 case, I mean, if you're just a ordinary Joe, it's not very logical to do that. And because, if you don't flip it, if it doesn't flip, and if everyone have that mentality, that's where problems comes in. So you have to be very, very careful of that. And that's why I think that the market going forward will always be like this. People going crazy with the pre-orders, the demand is high before pre-release, things are spiking up, order being canceled, people will think there's no risk. And seeing that if I ordered 10 last time, 5 of them got canceled, this time I'll order 20, and then I'll order 40, and then I'll order 60. And if one of the set, they order 60, there's no allocation. They give you all 60 of them. What are you gonna do? You're simply gonna have to sell some of your older products. So at the end of the day, you think you profited, but at the end, you might have made a loss or it's a zero-sum game. So that's why I say that you have to be very, very careful. If you don't have a large position of disposable income, be very cautious of the current market, especially the pre-order orientated, thinking that there's no risk. There might be risk. So definitely be careful on that one. And for those who are chasing the cards, like they see a box that is $70, $80 on eBay, for example, the Champions Path ETB, they chase that. That might also be, I'll be very cautious because, yeah, of course, chasing at a higher price there's always a higher risk. So I don't think I need to, elaborate on that here. And the last thing I really want to bring out is that the market is diverged. Yes, it has been diverging, and there's the vintage popular market, vintage high rolling baller market, and we have the low Timmy's flipping market, modern market. That's fine. But, chase card will still continue to go up. Pre-order will still be difficult. So, yeah, that's pretty much my thought. This is my analysis of what's happening to the market. And I do believe that this market or this kind of trend will continue to happen. This will continue for another year or so. I mean, it won't change anytime soon. But to be very honest, like I said earlier on, the market is easy to learn. People can recognize Charizard, they can recognize Pikachu, they can recognize promo card. But what they don't or what they can't recognize is the complication to master this market. So a lot of the high rolling guys who are buying all these, promo card, Charizard card, whatever cards, there might be a time when one Charizard card is just not popular. One promo card doesn't work or is not as popular. So what we're gonna see is, people will get shaky by then. So, if they don't continue to learn and they just stop at, thinking all Charizard and Pikachu are good to collect, yeah, that is going to be problematic. So that's pretty much this video, and I think that, if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. I mean, like, once in a while, I like to do these more intellectual analysis videos. So, definitely let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Remember to hit the like, subscribe. This is Collect Pokemon. Peace.